Hi there, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you and explain to you the importance of a blog and how you can set one up on Bumpa website through the Bumpa web app. Now, the blog is one of the multiple extensions that exist on the Bumpa web app, and you can basically have a blog live on your website without having to, add any code, build anything from scratch. It is literally by you toggling on a button. And with the blog, you can add content to your website. You can add written content to your website. Now, before we delve into how to set up the blog on your Bumper website, what really are the benefits of having a blog? I mean, you could think that, oh, you just have a business, so you don't necessarily need this, but that's not true. One of the things that you need a blog for is because it is literally the most powerful way to get discovered on Google. We hear a lot about SEO, but every blog post is a new page that can rank for search and attract your potential customers. So the more content you actually publish, the more entry points that you have for people to find you organically without you even having to pay for ads. Also, blog content keeps, it keeps people on your website longer. And the longer someone stays, the more they are likely to explore your products. So if you have a good blog post, it brings in people and then it keeps them there and then it leads them to your store. And you also have the authority and the trust side of things where when you're publishing knowledgeable, helpful content, it shows your customers that you know what you are talking about. So imagine as a fashion brand, you're writing styling tips, you're writing about how to care for your fabric or size guides that help people actually buy clothes without it being a misfit. You are already an expert and more people are going to trust your brand. And then you also have the, fact that it supports your social media. So instead of you creating new content from scratch all the time for Instagram and TikTok, you have a library, a content library, sorry, that you can pull from. So one blog post can be 20 Instagram captions, it can be 3 tweets, it can be a TikTok script for a video, it could be an email, of which you can send emails from your Bumper web app as well. And then finally, the blog actually answers customers' questions before they ask. So when you have content on your sizing, your delivery, how to style a product, care instructions, then the amount of DMs you get asking one or two questions reduces drastically. So now that you know why a blog is super important for your business, whether you're just starting or whether you're already so big, let me now show you how to set up a blog on your Bumper website. First of all, you need to have the blog extension. So once you have paid for the blog extension, when you've subscribed for it and you have access to it, just come here to the blog. You can find this by navigating to the menu option on the left and going to extensions. So once you get here, just click on blog. Now here you would actually see a bit more information about the blog on the Bumper web app and the Bumper website. And you can also see things like who it's for. So you can see that it only works on the paid Bumper themes. That's the Vogue, the Universal, the Porto, and the Allure themes. And also you can see that if you're on the growth plan, you actually get the Bumper blog for free. Now, next thing to do is obviously to set it up. So you can just click here on manage extension and then go to settings. Once you've gotten here, you can just activate. So it will typically be toggled off. So you just click on it to toggle it on and your blog has basically been activated. Then you can see your blog content on the extensions page by clicking here. So click here to view. And then you get here, as you can see, these have all been published. You can filter by status, whether it's been published or it's in the draft, or you can sort by the published date. Clicking on this immediately allows you to preview the content. Here you can click to save it as a draft, and here you can click to delete. And once you tick the boxes, you can bulk publish or unpublish articles at once. But of course, this is the simple part. So let's actually go to the main thing, which is first of all to manage your settings. So when you click on this, you're going to see options that allow you manage your blog settings. The first thing to note here is your blog pages layout. So these are the tags, sorry, that would show on your articles. When you're publishing, you can add the tags to help people know what the article is about or what category it is. So let's say we want to add a new tag here. We can say orders and just click here. Once it's been saved, you can see that you now have a new tag here, which you can always edit or delete. So moving on, you can also organize your content by categories. So as a fashion brand, you probably want to organize your content by sales, websites, products, and let's say orders again as an example. So once you click on this, it automatically saves it and you have it here. And I will show you what it looks like on the blog itself. So here again, you can see all your content. Now let's actually go to creating a new blog post. So to do that, just come here to create new blog post, create blog post, sorry. Then you have the title. So let's say we want to write about everything to know about your order. So let me use this as an example. So this is my title. You can add a featured image for the content. So to do that, just click on that button there and select the image for the content. So let's say I want to use this as an example. So this is my image. Now it has been added. The next thing is to add the actual content in itself. So to do that, you just create your content, write it in your notepad or in your Word document, wherever you write your content, your Notion, wherever it is, just write it. And when you are ready, of course, you can also write it directly inside here. But when you're ready, you just come here and put it in and then organize your content so that it's legible. So you can have, for example, an H2. So to do that, you just do this here and this becomes an H2 title. You can also have an H3, same process, and it becomes an H3 title, like that and like that. You can add bullet points, you can add numbers, you can add images in the body, you can add links as well. So once you're done, let's just quickly organize this so that it doesn't look too messy when we post it. So once you're done, the next thing is to add an excerpt. So basically, this is the summary that will show on the blog page. This is a detailed article to help you understand how orders are processed not with, by our brand. And there you go. So now have your excerpts. Next is to obviously add the author. So let's say Petra. The role, let's say content manager. And then you have the SEO side of things. So what URL do you want this to be? You can actually write your URL yourself. So for example, we want to title this your order process. This is just an example. As you can see here at the bottom here and also here, this is what this is what the blog post URL is going to look like. Now here, I'm just going to give you a bit of advice. Try to make sure that you use keywords and you also keep your URL very neat. So don't add numbers, don't add characters, don't add question marks or things like that that could cause your URL to break or make it hard for Google bots to not crawl your page. So next thing is to add your meta title. Your meta title is an SEO title that helps you rank better and also appears in search results. So here it is said add a focus keyword and try to keep it under 75 characters. So let's say our focus keyword here is how to place your order. Now this is an example on Sally. So this could be a focus keyword because maybe people have been searching for it. You can do some research when you're creating an article to know what focus keyword to use for that particular article. And then after you're done, you just have your brand name. This is really advisable. And this is very simple and it's less than 75 characters. Next is your meta description. This is also the summary that shows in search results, and it is advised that you write it to be very interesting to get people curious enough to click on your content. So you could start with a question. Are you trying to place an order on Sally? No worries. It's super easy. Read all about it here. And there you are. And basically, this is what it's going to look like. This preview here is what it's going to look like in search results when you have published this article and it has been indexed on Google. Now, before we save, let's just come back here to this part, just so that you can see some things that you can also add. So first is the category. So what category does this fall under? Remember, we created a new category earlier, so I'm just going to pick category orders. Now, what tags do I want? Now, you can pick multiple tags. So does this fall under orders? Yes. Does it fall under sales? Yes. Does it fall under marketing? You can just pick like that until you are satisfied with all the tags. Then here you can upsell a product. So you can basically add products to this page by clicking on this. So you can just select a product and save. It would appear on this page. Next is the social sharing. So you can toggle this on so that your customers or your readers can share your blog post on social media by just clicking on this to toggle on. And if you want to pin this particular article to the top of your page, you just toggle this on. Obviously, this is not going to be for every single article, but if it's something that you just want all eyes on, you can just pin it to the top of your page. And then when you're done, you click on save here. And there we have it. You can see that this has been published because we clicked on save. If you had clicked on save as draft, it would have gone into draft for you to publish later. But now let's take a look at the blog on the website to see what this looks like. Okay, so now we're on the website and we will just navigate to the blog. So this is what your customers will see and this is how they will find your blog. And as you can see here, these are the categories that we saw earlier on the back end. So you can add categories to help you group your content properly. So here we have orders and you can see the one that we just published. Now, if you click on this, you can already see the tags that we added. So you can see the title, you can see the publication date, and you can also see the excerpt, the description, the short description that we added to the article. Now to read the article, you click on read full article and all the information is here. As you can see, this image is blurry because it's not the right size. So make sure that you get quality images so that it doesn't look like this. But you can see the article, you can see the content, you can see how organized it is, like I said earlier. And finally, you can also see the share button here, which allows the reader to just immediately share on social media. You can see the author and their role, and you can see the products that you added to upsell in this article. And from here, your customers can basically add to cart and shop this product. And that's basically it. That's how the blog works on the Bumpa website. You can add a blog extension to your website from the Bumpa web app and start creating content, adding multiple pages with quality content for your customers to consume and for Google to index and help you rank better. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.